Okay, so continuing the saga of going through all the sports and talking about them, this time we're talking about forensics, okay? What is forensics? People are like, is that what you write stuff? What's forensics? Forensics is a speaking sport, people, okay? You talk, you run your mouth. Basically, it's perfect for me. And I just sort of basically said I'd do it because I'd done it the past 2 years. I'm like, okay, I'll do it again. It can't be that bad. And I really appreciate my friend Alyssa for doing forensics with me because we did something special. We did who's on first, and that's basically the main concept of this video is who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third. So we did the duo, and it's this 8-minute speech. You have to have it memorized, and basically we would go back and forth. I'm so surprised that she picked this one because I absolutely adore baseball. She's not the world's biggest baseball fan. I don't think she even knows what a baseball is. Ooh, shot fired. But I'm so surprised she picked to do this one with me. I mean, I'm glad she did. But it was all her idea. I just sort of went along with it because, like I said, I love baseball. So what is who's on first? I'll explain a little bit what it is. So it's about Abbott and Costello. I think I was Costello, and she was Bud Abbott. I was Lou Costello, and I actually had it underneath my bed, but it disappeared like yesterday. My brother, it was in a bin, and my brother just moved the bin, and so I don't feel like getting up to find the binder, but I know it's about. Basically, I'm Moo. I'm the catcher. I want to be on the team. And we go through all the different positions. So me being the dumb ball, I'm like, who's on first? So average like who's on first? What's on second? I know it's on third. Saying that's the player's name. And I'm like, so who's on first? Yes. Who? That's it. What's the guy's name on first base? Who? Yes. The player's name. I'm saying this out of order, but basically, who is the guy's name on first base, and then what's on second, and I don't know what's on third. So I'm like, you have a first baseman, right? Yeah, and his name, and we just go all around the infield, and then what's that? We go to the outfield, I think, and like the center fielder's name is Y, and left field is Because, and then we have a pitcher named Tomorrow and a catcher named Today. And what is it? Like, now you got it. And then he's like, so say, oh my god, I haven't said this since like December, November, December. No, it had to be December because I remember we were at conference and Alyssa gave me my Christmas gift. So I haven't said it in 7 months. But like, say I come up to the plate and hit a ball to who? Who throws it to what? What to I don't know. I don't know. Back to tomorrow. Triple play. The next guy gets up and hits a long fly ball to Because. Why? I don't know. He's on third, and I don't give a darn. Wait, what? I don't give a darn. Oh, that's our shortstop. It's basically how it was supposed to end. You see, because either I would go too fast, Alyssa go too fast. We might skip a part because, you see, it's very confusing. Like, you might oversay something. So we would sort of have to ad-lib it. And when we ad-lib it, I'm great at talking out of my butt. And we would just sort of go, like, Alyssa's really good at just going along with what I said. So, and she's like, I don't give a darn. And said, that's the shortstop's name. So I'd be like, the shortstop's name is I don't give a darn. She'd be like, yeah. Like, so we never figured out what this guy's name on first is. And because you have to talk because there's a bell system. You have to talk for the first bell at 7.5 minutes. The second bell at they ring the bell twice at 8 minutes. So you have to talk till the first bell at least, so you don't get any points taken off. So I just listen for that bell, keep running my mouth, except when the bell ringer rings it very, very quietly, and you don't hear it, so you're talking for 9 minutes instead of 8.5. Oh, we got so triggered. Oh my gosh. That was so fun. But no, we ad-libbed it. It went great. It was actually funnier when we just tacked on stuff at the end because, well, we need that fill time. Another story we have is when I spilled water on the floor, and our coach, Miss Chambers, had to sit in it to tap my leg. You see, because not only did we do who's on first, at the beginning of the season, I was going to do an 8-minute speech on the Underground Railroad because the previous year I did an 8-minute speech on baseball. I actually have a video of that, me reading that 8-minute speech, explaining all that, what I talked about from like a year and a half ago. So it's up somewhere. So I had a bottle of water. I was nervous. I was shaking all over the place. It was the first meet. And I proceeded to knock my water over. I'm like, oh, no big deal. The cap was on it. The cap was not on it. So, I'm reading my speech. And to make sure I didn't go over time, Miss Chambers legit got on the floor where the water was and tapped my leg. So, in case I didn't hear the bell, because of my hearing impairment. Because I heard the bell, but I wasn't like, hey, no, don't tap my leg. Because, you know, all the backup is great. So that was really helpful. But, no, the coach just took one for the team. And then crazy, and conference was just crazy. It was bonkers. Because like I said, we had to fill time. The first day, the ranks weren't working because we were using Zoom because we weren't traveling because of COVID. And when I say how nerve-wracking it was, putting someone with anxiety, like I said, it's someone that gets stressed when someone else is stressed, like me in the same room, is nerve-wracking. Oh my lord. I was pacing around. We were playing with fidget toys, those little pop things. It was bad how much on edge we were. Oh my lord, it was so bad. And we had to do that for 3 straight days. Oh my god, I hated it so much. Let me think. We were supposed to have a meet, but I had to do this award ceremony thing, so that was whatever. And then we ended up getting second place because Missouri killed it. They did this sort of driving one, where basically it was these 2 girls in a car, and it's like, I don't want to hit Mr. Red Car, so it's like, you know, you have one in the driver's seat and one in the passenger seat. They're just having a conversation, driving down the street. It was really, really funny. It was great. Oh, wait. Yeah, that was Missouri. I almost, like, was that Indiana or Missouri? And then it was us. I told you we did who on first. Ohio did this sort of like house party one where, you know, these 2 girls, they're like, oh, we're throwing a house party, and it got very mature, talking about like slipping in little jokes about doing drugs and drinking and stuff, because like, you know, it's supposed to be a high school party. And but I don't remember what Indiana did, unless Indiana did the driving one and I'm getting it mixed up, but I believe Missouri did the driving one that I talked about, and I forget what the 4th group did because there was 4 of us and we got second. But that's basically the gist of what was forensics. I am not doing this one next year. Okay, I'm done. I want to retire. I'm good on having my nerves flip out for giving a speech. I mean, I'm good at talking. I have over 1,000 videos. Of course, I'm good at talking, but the nerves. I do not want to go through a nerve. Also, I don't want to put on a very nice looking dress shirt to give a speech in front of a bunch of judges. Okay, I was about to go to Tennessee 2 years ago for conference. That never happened because of COVID. So doing it virtual was whatever. It was whatever. It wasn't the worst. Wasn't the best. But there's more stories to come. Okay, we still have 5 more sports to go to, because I recorded the track one before this, and I still have every sport to go through, so you'll get those stories eventually. Okay? But for now, I'm trying to think. We have our meetings in the basement of our dorm. Just the randomest place. I mean, we need somewhere to meet. Oh, let's just meet in the basement. That's nothing else to do. Although I do have to say, there's one category called impromptu. Funniest thing. If you have someone that's a good talker, impromptu it can be very, very entertaining. Everyone wants to do impromptu. It is sort of like the highlight of it. Like the most popular one, everyone wants to do it. But not everyone's good at it. So, I'm not an impromptu person. But, Yeah, I hope I don't get dragged into doing forensics, because this year I did forensics at the same time as cheer, at the same time as wrestling, at the same time as student council and senior class stuff. Fun, fun. How did I sleep or do schoolwork or eat? Well, I don't do the eating part or the sleeping part. Well, that explains it. Yeah, it was rough. It was so rough. It only overlapped for about 3 weeks, but my God, let me tell you, it was a pain in the butt. But no, that's all I have now. So I'm gonna disappear. 3, 2, 1.